Why India and Pakistan hate each other. India and Pakistan have fought at least 3 wars. Both countries have developed nuclear weapons. They still have disputed territories. Decades after independence, things are no better. But what's the reason for this animosity? Partly, it's Britain's fault. Britain exited the Indian subcontinent in 1947. What they left behind wasn't just India. It wasn't just Pakistan either. First of all, Pakistan was divided in 2. East Pakistan was an isolated enclave, boxed in by India. It later became a separate state, Bangladesh. Secondly, there was an assortment of princely states. These were ruled by London-backed hereditary princes. The princely state of Kashmir was one of them. Its population was mostly Muslim, but its ruler was Hindu. At partition, the British pressured these Indian princes. They told the rulers to choose either India or Pakistan. The princes were hesitant to rush to a decision, but Britain insisted, and so Kashmir remained part of India. This has led to numerous conflicts, but India and Pakistan aren't blameless themselves. By 1947, they'd lived together in one society for more than a millennium. South Asian Hindus and Muslims shared a common culture. Their kinship institutions were the same, but the Congress Party was predominantly Hindu. It never really paid attention to Muslim considerations. As the partition neared, Britain and India made all the decisions. The Muslims felt excluded and disrespected. Even today, there is a popular view among Pakistanis. India supposedly wants to wipe Pakistan off the map. In India, scholars openly call the partition a catastrophe. In fact, India and Pakistan are very similar in their approach. Both blame the other side for any problems. Both have supported insurrections in the neighboring country. Both have been involved in militarization and a nuclear arms race. Westerners often think it's simply a matter of religion. But historically, Pakistan followed the Islamic Sufi tradition. It was attractive to South Asian Hindus. Many Hindus and Muslims prayed in each other's mosques and temples. It's politics rather than faith that caused the rift. During the Cold War, Pakistan became a U.S. ally. It accepted millions of dollars in American aid. In return, it pledged to fight the Soviets in Afghanistan. In contrast, India toyed with socialism and was friendly with Moscow. It chose non-alignment, a position it still clings to. But India also has a border conflict with China. Of course, Islamabad has strengthened its cooperation with Beijing. In turn, India tried to establish trade with Iran and Afghanistan. Remember the former princely state of Kashmir? Today, it's divided between India and Pakistan. Pakistan has sponsored terrorist movements in the Indian half. India responded with brutal oppression of its Muslim population. Both countries have their own variants of religious nationalism. India's current ruling party is Narendra Modi's BJP. They had a hand in the 1992 destruction of a mosque in Ayodhya. This resulted in Hindu-Muslim clashes. More than 2,000 people died. BJP is still stoking anti-Muslim sentiment. Pakistan has an assortment of terrorist organizations. The government often fails to prosecute them. In the past decade alone, more than 50,000 Pakistanis died in terrorist violence. This depressing background fuels more hatred, and there's no reconciliation in sight.